Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today I'm doing another video. Now of course I am reviewing another Next Step episode, and today's episode is Season 8 Episode 9. So if you didn't know, I've decided to do more of a review on Season 8 because I kind of think that it's better in my opinion. That way I can analyse certain areas instead of the whole episode, and it just makes everything a lot better in a way. So I've written down lots of key things because this episode had a lot of content that we need to talk about and a lot of things to discuss. So I've nearly got 2 pages of stuff, so this might be a bit longer than normal. As always, please don't comment spoilers for future episodes because even though I know what happens at the end of Season 8A, not everybody might have seen it yet, so just keep your spoilers to yourself until I reach the end of Season 8 Episode A. Then you can talk about it all because Season 8 Episode B, Season 8 Part B will be out very, very shortly. So, as always, I don't own any of the Next Step content I'm going to show you. Now, let's get straight in.
I have an audition for the Manhattan Institute of Drama and Dance.
But I thought you weren't auditioning.
I wasn't going to, but my mom wouldn't let it go, so I decided to do it just to get her off my back.
So, starting with Amy's audition, it's a very exciting opportunity, and I believe that she should just try and audition the best she can because every opportunity is fantastic and you just have to grab everyone you can.
You sure you still want to do this? I mean, maybe it's time we give up on this whole mole investigation.
The mole ruined Kingston and Lily's relationship without batting an eye. Whoever the mole is, they're a heartless worm who won't stop until we've all suffered and the show is destroyed.
Ozzy is starting to really annoy me because it's just the whole mole thing. I get it, it's really important. You do need to find out who it is. But just throwing around random accusations just annoys me because it's going to destroy relationships and friendships, and it's just not necessary, which we've seen with Lily and Kingston. Like, I know that was Tiara Bling who caused that, but maybe taking a step back from the mole might help the situation. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So respect to Heathcliff for kind of realising that Ozzy should stop what he's doing because he should.
Literally don't have time for this. I have to meet Jude at Middle C.
Well, it's funny you should mention Jude.
Guys, Jude is not the mole.
Now, like I said, Ozzy throwing around accusations is so annoying. Like, Jude said one good thing about Cleo and now she's the mole. Cleo had something good said about her, now she's the mole. Like, they need to actually make some evidence here and not just throw accusations around, and it's really starting to annoy me. So I hope Ozzy takes a step back and just takes a breather.
Step Inside is all about A-Troop's journey, starting at Dance Mania and on, and how we're gonna go pro. I mean, this is about making dreams a reality, and that's where you come in.
With your help, we'll be able to invest in lighting, sound design, screens, visual effects.
Now, I really like this next storyline because hearing about investment and money and things, it is a real life struggle that shows have. And I think hearing that from Rochelle and Chad and how they need that extra investment, like Chad said, to get some TVs, lighting, etc., is a real struggle in that industry. And I think that hearing this kind of just teaches people more about what goes on behind the scenes, and I think it's a good storyline to follow, so I'm really hoping that everything goes well for them, and I'm sure it will, fingers crossed.
Wardrobe, what are your costumes like? Do you have any sequins? Because I love sequins, and I feel like if you don't have sequins in your costume, what's the point?
Now Nick, bless him, one of my favourite characters, has came up with some great ideas. The costume one, I just love it. He when he wants to be part of something, he is 110% into it. Like, it's not 50-50, he's 100% into it. And I believe that this is what he's going to be like with Step Inside. Like, already his ideas, yeah, they might be a little bit weird, but you can tell he cares, and I think that's exactly the investment that they need.
Since talking to Ozzy and Heath, I can't stop thinking about it. Jude being into Tiara Bling videos, quoting them. I hate this feeling, but there's a chance she could be the mole.
Now, Cleo is thinking Jude's the mole, and this is exactly what I was saying earlier about how this could destroy friendships and relationships. This could really rock their boat if Jude catches on to this. But I do think Cleo needs to trust Jude, considering they do love each other. They do need that trust. And I don't know. I love Cleo and Jude. They're one of my favourite couples. But if the trust isn't there, that is something quite concerning.
I know you thought this through, but as your best friend, I just want to double check to make sure that you absolutely want to do this.
Piper and Amy this episode are just really, really good. I loved how Piper was checking with Amy this is what she wanted, because I believe that that is important, that you've got to check with your friends that they're making the right choice. And you could really tell Piper cares about Amy, but equally she kind of wanted Amy to do it because then they would move to New York together and their dreams could come true. So respect to Piper and Amy for both doing what's right in their hearts.
Amy, I have heard so much about you.
Sup?
we've got a new character. I honestly cannot remember his name, but the head of Manhattan Institute or whatever, he seems really nice. He seems to bring a good character. Drew, that's what he's called, Drew. So I'm a little bit disappointed that Amy is not going to take it seriously, but equally, if this is what she wants, then she should do it. So go on, Amy.
Stacy Carpenter.
Wow, you mean like the Stacy Carpenter?
Yes, the Stacy Carpenter. Yes.
Stacey Carpenter got a mention, and if you didn't know, Stacey Carpenter was briefly mentioned in season 6, and she was in the season 6 off season. So it's nice to hear from her and what she's doing, because it has been like 3-4 years now since season 6 technically took place in the Next Step universe. So it's good to hear she's still doing well. And Amy seems to be happy about this, so perhaps she's going to change her mind.
The school actually sounds pretty perfect. It's probably too late now.
Now, seeing Amy tank the audition was really hard because I believe that she would have been a great fit for that school. And I know she's going to regret it, and you can tell she's already regretting it. So I just hope she's okay and that she maybe gets another opportunity. Is that a little like foreshadow thing? I mean, you've already seen the episode, so I don't know why I'm saying that.
Well, what about something about love and friendship? You know, I've been thinking about love a lot recently and how it makes you see the world completely differently.
So Nick talking about love got me thinking, was my theory about Nick and Moxie having a relationship true? Now, if you've watched the end of the season, you may know this, but right now, I think it could be possible. I think this could happen, but seeing Nick happy about love just makes me happy because I really wanted Nick and Emily together last season, but that didn't happen. So if Nick has got a partner and it is Moxie, I hope she can make him happy.
I could just look through Jude's phone, prove to myself that she's not the mole, and then we can forget about this forever. I mean, who's that hurting? Nobody. If anything, it's helping, because then everything can go back to normal.
Cleo really should not be betraying Jude's trust. She shouldn't be going through her phone. Like, the thing is, if Jude was like, oh yeah, you can go on my phone, blah, 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 like, as kind of like a relationship thing, she could just twist it and be like, oh, I'm just like taking photos, but equally, she just shouldn't be doing it. It is a violation of privacy. So I just think that Cleo needs to take a step back and think about what she's doing.
Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da.
Although I wish today would have turned out differently, dancing with Piper just makes everything better.
Amy and Piper dancing together is just so lovely because obviously we've had them since season 4. We've had them for half of the time that the Next Step's aired. That is crazy. Wait, no, over half the time the Next Step's been on. So they've probably been 2 of the characters that have been in the Next Step the longest, bar Michelle and Emily. Those 2 have probably been in it the longest. So it was just really nice to kind of see them dancing together, doing their thing. It was just lovely to see.
I'm sorry I wasted your time, and I know I messed up, but 1 week from today, my team at The Next Step will be performing an original show that will be live streamed at 8 p.m. sharp.
Piper is always great with ideas, so it's lovely to hear that she has a very kind of sudden idea for Amy, and I believe that this could work. So Amy sending in a video message is always a good way, because I feel like if you're gonna get in touch with somebody, a video message is good because you kind of feel connected to them, and I just think that it's a really good idea. So fingers crossed for Amy that it happens for her, because you can tell she really wants this now, especially with Piper potentially moving to New York with her too.
It's like a token you keep, but if you never take a chance, it's difficult to receive.
Now, this duet is absolutely amazing. I've watched it before, but I'm going to do 2 little comments on it. So I believe the costumes are great. The white kind of reflects how... Well, I think it kind of shows a couple of things. So white kind of stands for pure, and that is what I believe this show is going to be. It's going to be really good. And also, white gives you the opportunity to paint. So I believe that the costumes could be representing the fact that with Nick's investment, colour could start to come into the show, and it could really thrive. And I think that could be what the costumes represent. I do like film studies GCSE, so I always look deeply into everything. But if there is a meaning behind the costumes, that's what I think it is. It was also very emotional, the dance. I think it's really, really nice to kind of see how they're connecting, how the movement kind of represents them as a, well, not really partners, but as a friendship. I thought it really represented that. And also Shad's singing was fantastic as always. He is really good, and I'm really happy for him.
There's a new reality that I thought was only
dancing with Chad as he sings, I feel such a strong connection. I think the show is really bringing us closer together.
Now moving on to the end of the duet is just out of this world. The chemistry's there, the movement's there, the singing's there. You can kind of tell how this is all flowing together. They're moving as one person, not two. And I think that is what's going to captivate Nick, and that is what's going to get them this offer.
Well, I'm convinced. You have a deal.
What?
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'll go write the paperwork up now.
Yes, it is amazing. Nick has accepted their offer. It's great that he shook their hands. The investment is in, and I just couldn't be happier for Shad and Rochelle. Their hard work is paying off, and the show is good to go now. They've just got to do a bit more rehearsing, and I think it's basically going to be time.
Look, Ozzy made it seem like you might be the mole, and I didn't think it was true, but then I just couldn't stop thinking about it, and I
So you snooped through my phone?
Jude has a right to be mad. Cleo completely broke her trust. Now, I stand by Cleo, normally all the time, but this is not something I can stand by. I get she was worried, I get she was nervous, but she shouldn't have been going through Jude's phone. It's just, yeah, she shouldn't have done it, and I think Cleo regrets it now.
That's what I thought. Bye.
Perhaps one of the biggest plot twists in Next Step history, Heath is the mole. Like, what? Obviously I knew before I started filming this, but when I saw it, I was like, why? Like, what? Like, I know that we're going to get an explanation soon. However, I can't believe it's Heath, because Heath has always been really committed to the team, even though, yes, he hasn't had his kind of star moment yet, but he's always been committed to the team, and I was so surprised when he did it, because I thought he was like the least likely to do it other than Rochelle. But you know, okay, I'm interested to see why and where this could go. So let me know what you think about Heath being the mole. So that is it for the episode. It was really good to kind of see a lot of different storylines kind of come together. The investment, the duet, Piper and Amy starting to think about their future, and Heath as the mole. We had a whole lot of content in today's episode, so you cannot complain. Now, thank you so much for watching this video, guys, and I will see you for my review of Season 8, Episode 10. We're in double digits now. Very, very soon. Bye, guys.